Black Ops 6 is here. Black Ops 6 is here. This is the energy I hope to bring when we finally get the drop of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 in October. I had the luxury of playing the open beta. No, I didn't get invited to COD Next or whatever the fuck. I am just a simpleton like you that decided to hop on the beta and give it a try because I have that sweet, sweet nostalgia, trust, and faith in 3-Arc Treyarch. With that being said, I tried my best to not look at Black Ops 6 with rose-tinted nostalgia goggles. As far as I know, it seems like Treyarch is one of two developers left that can give us a worthy experience. A worthy experience like Black Ops 1, World at War, Black Ops 2, and I know a lot of people in the community enjoyed Black Ops 3, and some people didn't like it at first, but then they came around to changing their minds and they thought Treyarch actually did a pretty decent job at the booster jump jetpack advanced movement formula that was started with Advanced Warfare by Sledgehammer Games back in, I think, 2014. I don't know. Personally, I didn't really like Black Ops 3, but that's besides the point. I got this beta gameplay for you, okay? So, what are some of the new things that Black Ops 6 has added for our greasy little gamer hands to enjoy? Black Ops 6 has added this crazy thing that's never been done before. It was done in Battlefield. Called Omni Movement. I know, that's crazy, right? Now online, I've been seeing a lot of people kind of shit on Omni Movement. They think it's clunky, or they just think it's too sweaty. I don't even know. I don't think it matters, but what I think is that Omni Movement is honestly a good addition to Call of Duty. And I find it really weird that it took 22 years for the developers to want to add Omni Movement. Call of Duty is an arcade shooter. It's always been an arcade shooter, and it's known for an arcade shooter. Arcade shooters are fast-paced, and they essentially make you try to make quick decisions, kind of like fighting games like Smash Ultimate or Street Fighter, essentially, just a different medium. With that being said, what do I think about the Omni Movement? I actually really like the Omni Movement. I think I'm a pretty mid player. I don't think I'm trash, but I don't think I'm stellar. I don't know, essentially I kind of try hard in every game. I don't know what's wrong with me, but after probably 2 to 3 games of a modern Call of Duty, both of my hands start to cramp due to how hard I try, because I just enjoy the competitive aspect, I guess. But with that being said, Omni Movement is certainly a very good mechanic, and I honestly hope it stays for future, if not maybe all Call of Duties that are at least in the arcade genre. Who knows if Call of Duty would ever try to be a little more tactical or slower paced. I don't think we've really ever seen that except for maybe like the older games, just due to clunk or like being new. They're just not as fast as the newer games, etc. And with Omni Movement, you're able to dive in all directions. You can dive north, you can dive south, you can dive east, you can dive west, you can dive northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest. You can dive in any direction that your little heart desires. Now, I also like the diving in any direction mechanic. I think it's a very good addition. It's a good way that you can get the jump on campers that are just sitting in the corner. And honestly, some people think it might cause like a skill gap issue, but with that being said, like Call of Duty, it's always been a sweaty game, I feel like. And once again, any mechanics that can speed up the gameplay, I honestly just think is pretty good. Even though I don't really like any of the advanced movement jetpack games, I don't like AW, I don't like IW, I don't like BO3, I don't... Yeah, I think that's all with the jetpacks. Yeah, I hate all those. I really don't like it. It's pretty annoying, but different strokes for different folks, and that's just the way the boat fucking floats. It could cause a skill gap issue, but I feel like the skill gap would be pretty minor. I mean, yeah, just get good. Just get good. Like, just get good. Other than that, we have skill-based matchmaking. This is really stupid, okay? It's easy to exploit, and it's dumb because it's not based on connection, so you won't have the best quality while you're gaming from time to time. You might have ping spikes or just drops in latency, which is not good. And unfortunately, based on Activision's track record, they do not give one flying fuck. Whatever makes them money is what they will do, and that's what they've been doing. They release crap after crap. And at least with me, as of recent, I have only been buying the Treyarch Call of Duties. The last Call of Duty that I bought that wasn't a Treyarch Call of Duty was World War II, which I know a lot of people kind of hated, but I thought was kind of decent, and I actually put a lot of time in that game. Just because I didn't want to fly around in BO3 or IW. Fuck that. Fuck that. Skill-based matchmaking is very stupid. Activision wants to appeal to the highest demographic, or they essentially want to have the broadest range of grasp. They want to grab everyone, from your aunt to your sister to your mother to your daughter. Activision wants to grab all of them. Yeah, skill-based matchmaking is very dumb. It seems like a very draconian and stupid mechanic to have or feature in the game. Some people like skill-based matchmaking because they're bad. Either play a different game or just get better because it's honestly fun to be good at games. At least that's how I see it. So yeah, skill-based matchmaking, it needs to go. It probably won't go. And Activision don't care. They're just gonna most likely keep producing slop after fucking slop. Now, other features. There's a little bit of differences with the score streaks. Score streaks or kill streaks. Kind of forgot, but anyway, we have a personal UAV now, which I think is a pretty good rendition. It makes it a lot harder for a team to just constantly have a UAV if the UAV was cheap, but then in some games I try to make the UAV like more expensive, which is kind of GG's. So I think at least the solo UAV is a pretty good rendition, and I can commend Treyarch for adding that there. Oh, what else is there to touch on? They also have the training mode. The training mode kind of reminded me of, I think it was the Modern Warfare campaign. I'm not really a campaign guy. I'm mostly zombies and a little bit of multiplayer as of recent, but yeah, the training mode to learn the Omni movement, it's pretty, I just think it's nice. Like, at least if the Omni movement creates a skill gap, like players still have the ability to kind of learn it with the little like training thing. So yeah, overall that's a good rendition. And the maps, I mean, the maps are okay. I've heard a lot of people kind of hate like most of them, but it's good that they're trying to listen to the community with the medium and small maps. But as you can see right here, I'm playing on Skyline. I think this is considered a medium-sized map. It seems kind of small because I'm able to run to the other side pretty quick. But with that being said, Skyline is still my favorite map in the beta so far. There's just like a lot of good angles like in the buildings, and then I just like the aspect of like the pool and how you can swim in there and kind of like try to snake people out and get cheeky kills that way essentially. Other than that, I've been using essentially only the PDW and the XM4. They both feel really good. Unfortunately, I didn't try any other guns, but I kept getting killed by the C9 a few times. But the PDW, I believe it got nerfed, but it still is pretty powerful. Surprisingly, I was able to kill a few people from like mid to close mid range, which is kind of surprising. It would take a little more bullets and effort, but I was still able to melt them some of the time with the PDW kind of from a distance. On the XM4, it's great. I'd say like one thing I notice is it kind of seems like the guns have like little to no recoil. Me personally, I don't mind the lack of recoil just because I'm not super duper good, I guess, but I could see some people thinking it's kind of dumb because you can just essentially just laser everybody and anybody, which is kind of insane, but what are you gonna do? Overall, the Black Ops 6 beta, I've been seeing a lot of hate for it. Me personally, the experience, it was enjoyable. I haven't played really a Call of Duty in I think about a Call of Duty multiplayer in about half a year, I think. I've mostly just been playing other games recently and then zombies from time to time. But the open beta, it was enjoyable. I'd say it was probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10 experience. I love the Omni movement, love the PDW, love the XM4. And yeah, I guess like to me, Black Ops 6 feels a little bit, oh yeah, with the Omni movement, like, it kind of just feels like I'm not even human. It feels like I'm a ghost, just like floating around the map, just diving in all directions, which to me, it is pretty fun once again. But I don't know, to me, Black Ops 6, it kind of just reminds me of like a smoother Cold War, I guess. Essentially Cold War, but just like better. To me, Cold War, it was a little like clunky, but not too bad. Like, it felt like I was controlling a human soldier. In Black Ops 6, I feel like I'm controlling like fucking Casper with a gun or some shit, which I don't think is bad. It is fun to fly and float around in an arcade shooter, which is what Call of Duty is and always has been. Other than that, Activision needs to stop appealing to the mass demographic, because when you appeal to the mass demographic, you start losing your own identity and you start losing the players that have stuck with you through Call of Duty, the original, all the way up to, I'd say, BO2. You lose all those people when you do dumb stuff like stupid costumes in Warzone, or adding Warzone mechanics to zombies, or just like trying to babysit people through the zombies experience like almost the whole time, or giving people the option to create a class and loadout before they load into a zombies match. That is very dumb. I hope Black Ops 6 will be a good experience, because I honestly miss playing Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty for more than half of my life now, and I'm 20 years old. I started playing, I believe, Call of Duty 3 and Black Ops and Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, but the one that I played the most was definitely Modern Warfare and World War II. I really hope Treyarch can pull it together, and I just want to be positive and try to look on the bright side, but I guess we'll see when the game drops. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.